Good day, everybody. Welcome to our English class. Once again, I am Jmarie Alvarez, and I'll be your English teacher for today. Let's start learning. For today, we'll be discussing about the topic direct and reported speech from our fifth module for the first quarter. Okay, before we proceed to the discussion, let us first have the objectives of the lesson. First, define direct and reported speech. Second is to punctuate and identify the sentence as direct or reported speech. Third, form direct statements based on the given situation. And fourth, convert direct speech to reported speech and vice versa. Let's move on to the discussion. It is said that there are two ways which we can convey what a person has said. It can be direct speech or reported speech. Ayan yung ating magiging lesson for today. And as it is stated on your module, the definition of a direct speech is a sentence that gives a statement or thought in its original form according to how the original speaker said it, and it carries the actual words of the speaker. The actual words of the speaker are inside the quotation marks. Gaya na lagi kong sinasabi sa inyo, when it comes to English subject, meron din siyang mga clues. And of course, may mga formulas din siya para mas makuha natin ng tama yung mga lessons sa English. For example, sa mga grammar, 'di ba? Meron siya mga formula, may mga form siya. Also, sa lesson natin ngayon ay meron din po tayong mga forms and of course mga clues to identify if it is a direct speech or a reported speech or indirect speech. Okay po? In this case, sa direct speech, ang clue natin dito, it is said na it comes from the original speaker and it is in its original form. Okay? And also, it is inside in a quotation mark. Kapag direct speech daw siya, actual words siya nung speaker. So, wala kang babaguhin. Yun na yun. As is na yun. And also, sabi nga po, you could also identify if it is a direct speech if it is inside a quotation mark. Okay? So, yun. So, let's see an example here. Let us look at the lines of Pare Crispin here. On the left side of the presentation, we hold the apple trees. And then the second one is, I did not eat this morning. I did not eat this morning, the child stated. So if you could see, sabi nga po, there are some particular clues. And of course, kung paano natin right ways in writing kung paano yung direct speech. Number one, okay, sabi nga po ng sinabi natin sa a while ago, the word inside the quotation marks are inside the exact words of the farmer and the child. Ito yung example natin, di ba? Meron silang exact word na sinabi and then those exact words were enclosed or nasa loob siya ng quotation marks. We hold the apple trees quotation marks. I did not eat this morning quotation marks and then the child stated. Di ba? Meron siyang ganon. Second naman, how to form direct speech is a comma is used before or after the reporting verb to separate it from the actual words of the speaker. Let's see on this example, itong pangalawa, yung I did not eat this morning. Kung mapapansin nyo, may comma siya, and then, yun yung to separate the exact words, and then the next after the comma is the speaker. 'Di ba? Kung sino yung nagsabi. So, nandyan yan. Para ma-separate yung speaker and then also exact words, nilalagyan ng comma. Itong second, if you could see the second example rito, meron tayong um, sinabi dyan sa bandang baba, I did not eat this morning, comma, and then the child stated. Yun yung ating pangalawang clue or how to form a direct speech. Next naman, sabi dito, when a question is asked in direct speech. In direct speech, a quotation mark appears at the end of the question within the quotation marks. Kung mapapansin yung example dito, the teacher asked, is Brent absent? 'Di ba? Kung mapapansin niyo, the teacher asked, ito yung mismong speaker, 'di ba? Tinanong niya and then the comma and then the quotation mark is Brent absent. Pagdating daw sa direct speech, if it is a question, lalagyan natin ng quotation mark. Okay? So, mamaya later on, meron niyang comparison pagdating naman sa indirect speech or reported speech. Okay. Let's have naman the indirect speech. Yung indirect speech, tinatawag din siyang reported speech. Kasi kaya na lang siya reported speech, tandaan natin, parang nire-relay mo na lang, or hindi parang, nire-relay mo na lang yung actual statement or yung sentence ng sinabi ng original speaker. Pero sinabi dito in our definition that expresses the content of a statement without quoting, just like what is done in direct speech. And also, without the exact words, but, tandaan natin, with its full meaning intact. Although, sabi nga po, we're not using the exact words of the speaker, nire-relay mo na lang kung anong sinabi ng speaker, pero hindi ka na gumagamit syempre ng actual words na sinabi ng speaker kasi sinasabi mo na lang, nire-relay mo na lang, um, dun sa kausap mo. Pero tandaan natin that the meaning should still be intact. Ganun pa rin dapat yung meaning. Okay? Although different words, although different forms na yan, but the meaning should still be the same pagdating sa indirect. Okay? Yung indirect, tinatawag din natin yung reported speech. Okay po. So let's have this examples naman sa lines naman of Mang Cesar also indicated on your module. Sabi dito, Pare Crispin said that they had hold the epil trees. And the second example is, the child stated that he had not eaten that morning. Kung mapapansin nyo, this is the transformation of the direct speech that we have a while ago, yung mga example natin kanina. Ito yung ating mga clues or how to form also sa rules in forming an indirect speech or a reported speech. Sabi po sa indirect speech, the word that usually replaces the comma. Kanina, doon sa ating direct speech, 'di ba, kailangan natin maglagay ng comma to separate the original words, and also after ng comma, yung ating before or after, andun yung speaker or name ng speaker or kung sino yung original speaker. But when it comes to a reported speech or indirect speech, yung comma na yon ay inaalis na or nawawala. Instead, napapalitan siya ng dot. Okay, let's have here. Kung mapapansin nyo, Pare Crispin said, di ba wala na siyang comma, pero meron siyang dot. They had hold the apple trees. Example number 2, the child stated, if you could see, wala na siyang comma, but meron na siyang additional that he had not eaten that morning. Okay po? So nawawala na yung comma pagdating sa reported or indirect speech. And also, verbs like announce, answer, explain, ask, say, reply, suggest, tell, mention, warn, promise, and other verbs are used in direct speech. Kung mapapansin nyo, let's see again on the examples. Pare Crispin said, 'di ba? So, gumagamit na tayo ng verbs like that. Second one is yung verb ginamit ay stated. Kasi nire-relay mo na lang, 'di ba, kung ano yung sinabi. Katulad ng, for example, sa Tagalog, sinabi ni, ang sabi ni, 'di ba? Gumagamit ka na ng verbs kung ano talaga yung ginawa niya. Kung nagtanong, if in-announce ba ng original speaker, if he or she answered, if it is um, if it was explained, 'di ba? Kung inask ba 'yan, sinabi ba 'yan, replyan ba 'yan, suggest, or any verb, 'yan yung ginagamit natin na appropriate verb na ginagamit natin when it comes to indirect speech. Kung ano yung ginawa ng original speaker, kinukwento mo na lang, nire-relay mo na lang kung anong ginawa niya. Kung nagtanong, nagkwento, 'di ba, nag-explain. So ganun din naman po pagdating diyan sa ating English sa indirect speech or reported speech. At tandaan natin, indirect and reported speech, pareho po yun. Okay po, eto na. When it comes to an indirect speech or reported speech, kapag question siya, hindi mo siya lalagyan ng question mark. Unlike do sa direct, di ba? If it is a question, as is yun, question yun. But when it comes to an indirect or reported speech, pag question siya, hindi mo siya nilalagyan ng question mark. Instead, you will use a period. Okay? Kapag nirelay mo na yung isang statement at nagawa na yung reported at indirect speech, hindi na siya magiging question. For example natin dito kanina, 'di ba sabi, the teacher asked, example natin kanina doon sa ating direct speech, kung mapapansin natin, the teacher asked, is Brent absent? Pagdating sa indirect speech, kahit question siya ang mangyayari, wala siyang question mark. I asked if Brent was absent. 'Di ba? Gano'n na lang yung mangyayari. Wala na lang siyang question mark. Instead, yung question mark ay mapapalitan ng period. Gano'n sa indirect. Of course, there are rules to be followed when direct speech is converted to a reported speech. Kasi yung direct speech, pwede mo siyang i-convert into indirect or reported. Yung indirect or reported, pwede mo naman siyang i-convert into direct speech and vice versa. Pwede siya. But there are rules para mas madalian tayo. Let's have first kung paano ba natin ita-transform ang isang direct speech from the original speaker to a reported speech. Okay? Paano ba natin yan babaguhin? Of course, there are rules. Number one, there is a change of personal pronoun. Siyempre nababago na. Yung original na nagsasalita doon sa direct speech, pagdating sa reported speech, naiiba na kasi hindi na siya yung nagsasalita. Nire-relay niya na lang kung anong sinabi ng original speaker. Let's have an example. Bill said, I am at home and she is at school. So, yung direct speech natin. Bakit? Yung clue natin, may quotation mark. Ayan. And then may comma. Yan yung ating clue. Pag pinalitan na siya natin ng reported speech, ang nangyayari, Bill said, nawala yung comma, diba? Tapos naging that, napalitan ng personal pronoun, he was at home and she was at school. So, napalitan na. Yung I, napalitan ng he. Kasi nirelay mo na lang yung message yan ng original speaker. And let's have another example. I already ate, said Crispin. Yun yung ating direct speech. Pero pag itra-transform na natin yan into a reported speech, ang mangyayari, Crispin said that he had already eaten. Okay? So, yung I, napalitan na ng he. So, yung personal pronoun, napapalitan na. So, yan yung example. Kasi hindi na siya yung original speaker nirelay na lang, kinukwento na lang, or sinabi na lang ulit yung narinig at nalaman or nabasa doon sa sinabi ng original speaker. Okay, let's have another rule. There is a change in the expressions of a time or place. Okay? Pagdating sa pagtatransform ng direct to reported speech, nababago na yung personal pronoun and then also second, nababago na yung time or place. For example, dito, he said, I am coming home this week. Okay? Sabi niya, I'm coming home this week. Siya yung original speaker. But, pag transform na natin yan into a reported speech, ang nangyayari, he said that he was coming home that week. Okay? So, napapalitan na yung expressions ng time. Kasi, yun na nga, hindi na ikaw yung original speaker Nire-relay mo na lang yung sinabi ng original speaker. But of course, the meaning is still there. It is intact, hindi nabago. Okay, gano'n pa rin naman yung meaning niyan. This week, sabi ng original speaker, and then yung nag-report ng speech, that's why it is reported speech that week. Okay? Yan. We have here examples na kapag ka nababago, kapag ka direct speech when it comes to time and also place. For example, sa direct speech na ginagamit now, pagdating sa reported speech also at that time or then, this is also indicated on your printed modules and soft copy modules. Okay, today, pagdating sa reported speech, that day, yesterday, or Sunday, 'di ba? And then sa direct speech, tonight, that night, last night, on Sunday night. Tomorrow, the next day, pagdating sa reported speech, nagiging the next day, the following day, on Sunday, today. Direct speech yesterday, sa reported speech, pwedeng the day before, the previous day, on Sunday. And then, last night, pagdating sa reported speech, the night before, the previous night. The direct speech, this week, reported, magiging that week or last week. Sa direct speech last month, pagdating sa reported, it could be the month before, the previous month, in May. Direct speech 2 minutes ago. Reported speech 2 minutes before. Direct speech on 1 hour, in an hour. Reported speech 1 hour later, an hour later. Okay, so ito lang po ay examples lamang po na pwede natin gamitin but marami pa tayong pwedeng gamitin when it comes to transforming direct speech and reported speech when it comes to the expressions of time and place. Of course, kapag nagtatransform tayo, it should be also still grammatically correct. Okay? So, kailangan correct pa rin yung grammar. Okay, another rule, there is a change of tense. Okay, so napapalitan naman yung tense. For example, she said, it is cold outside. So this is the original wordings. This is the original statement of the original speaker. Pero pag kinonvert na natin yan sa reported speech, she said that it was cold outside. So yung is, past tense ay was, pag ni-report na yung speech na yan or reported speech, it became yung is, nagiging was na yan. Okay, so ganon pagdating sa changes ng tenses. Okay po, kasi nga po ni-report mo na hindi na ikaw yung original speaker naggawa na ng speaker. So inuulit mo na lang, nire-relay mo na lang. And of course, it is already done and it was already in the past tense form. Okay po. Next naman is, eto yung rule na 'to. Sometimes there are instances or in some statements that we do not change the present tense into past if the direct speech states general facts. Siyempre 'pag general facts hindi na nagbabago yung ano niyan, yung tenses niyan. O example, children are gifts from God, Tina said. Pero nung kinonvert natin siya sa reported speech, ganito na, Tina said that children are gifts from God. If you could see, there are no changes in the tenses of verb. Bakit? Kasi children will always be gifts from God. Hindi siya nagbabago. 'Di ba? General statement siya. Hindi siya nagbabago at kahit na sinabi niya na yon, tapos niya na yung sinabi na yon, kahit na bukas pa ire-report yung speech, next day pa ire-report yung speech or sasabihin ulit, children will still be a gift from God. So, ang nangyayari, yung tense ng verb, hindi siya napapaligtan. Okay? So, pagdating lang naman yan sa general knowledge. Okay? Or general facts. Okay? So, yan, hindi napapalitan. So, you should be very careful to identify if the statement states general facts. Okay? So, hindi napapalitan yan when it comes to general facts, yung ating tenses. Okay, next naman, we have here examples of direct speech that is transformed to reported speech. Okay, simple present simple, I eat pizza, Lisa said. Pagdating sa reported speech, nagiging past simple, Lisa said that she ate pizza. Okay, so dapat yung mga tenses natin, we should also be careful para maging grammatically correct yung transformation natin ng direct to reported speech. You could use this as a guide, also indicated sa module ninyo. Present continuous, I am eating pizza, Lisa said. So pagdating naman sa reported speech, Lisa said that she was eating pizza. Present perfect, I have eaten pizza. And then past perfect, Lisa said that she had eaten pizza. Okay, gaya nung napag-aralan natin last week, yung past perfect tense. Next naman is present perfect continuous. I have been eating pizza. Lisa said. Pagka ni-reports na yan or reported speech na yan, Lisa said that she had been eating pizza. Okay, past simple, I ate pizza. Pagdating sa past perfect, Lisa said that she had eaten pizza. Past continuous. I was eating pizza, Lisa said. Past perfect continuous. Lisa said she had been eating pizza. Past perfect. I had eaten pizza, Lisa said. And past perfect, Lisa said she had eaten pizza, no change. Okay? Sabi po rin dito sa past perfect continuous, I have been eating pizza. And then sa past perfect continuous, Lisa said she had been eating pizza. No change with the tenses, but of course with the forms. Pagdating sa reported, nag-change na rin siya. So, dito ang clue lang naman is you have to be familiar with the different tenses, kung paano siya pinapalitan. Okay? Kung ano yung ating verb, also kung ano yung reported speech na babago. So you have to change it to become or to transform it into a reported speech. Okay? Kung nahihirapan kayo, you could also review yung mga different lessons ninyo during elementary about sa mga different tenses. Of course, ang susundan nyo lang syempre yung itatransform nyo and you still have a guide kasi kung ano yung itatransform nyo sa direct speech, yun din naman po yung itatransform nyo or you will use that also para naman as a clue to transform it into a reported speech. Okay po. So now, let's move on naman. Paano naman natin i-convert vice versa or your reported speech, papalitan naman natin into direct speech or Paano magiging original statement naman po yun? Sabi po, use the reporting verbs say, said, tell, ask, suggest, or kung ano yun nandun sa ating reported speech. Gagamitin din natin yan sa direct speech, of course, in its correct tense. Remove the conjunction. Ito, tatanggalin na natin yung mga conjunction na that, to, if, or whether kasi papalitan na natin yan ng comma pagdating sa direct speech. Kung ano yung rules natin kanina in writing direct speech, dito na naman natin i-apply. Okay, ganun din naman kanina kung anong rules sa indirect or reported speech, in-apply naman natin doon sa pagta-transform. Okay, place the exact words of the speaker within the quotation marks. Ito, lalagyan na natin siya ng quotation marks. You have to identify ano ba doon sa reported speech yung original statement ni speaker. And then, pag na-identify mo na yan, i-enclose mo na yan sa quotation marks. Okay, of course, sabi nga po, pagdating sa direct speech, pwede na tayong mag-add ng exclamation point, period, and then question mark kasi direct speech naman siya. But if it is necessary, okay, kung kailangan lang naman po. Okay po. So, yun yung ating mga rules. Kumbaga, ano lang naman, kung paano yung form, tandaan lang natin, it is very important for us to be familiar kung ano yung mga rules in forming a direct speech and forming a reported speech. Para kapag itatransform na natin siya, mas madali na natin siya matransform. Kasi just like what I have said, meron siyang mga clues. And there are certain words that should only be used when it comes to formulating or transforming a direct speech and indirect speech. Okay, tandaan natin yan. May mga clues, gaya na nabanggit natin kanina. Let's have an example. Okay, yung reported speech natin na na-convert sa direct speech. Example, ang reported natin, the doctor said, I need enough sleep. Pag transform na natin into direct speech, ang nangyayari na ay the doctor said, you need enough sleep. Kung mapapansin nyo, there is a comma already. And then, meron na siyang quotation marks. Yan, medyo madali lang yung ating example. Next is, Crispin said that he had already eaten. And then, kung change natin and transform into direct speech, naging I already ate, comma, with the quotation marks of the original statement, and then said Crispin. Okay, kung mapapansin yung said crispy, nandiyan na rin naman din siya. So, kinapin na lang natin. And then, change natin yung ating tense. Naging I already ate. And then, enclose it in a quotation mark. Of course, do not forget the comma. When it comes to making a formulating and making a direct speech. So, yan. Okay po. Let's try to answer these examples. Eto. Alin ba dito sabi dito, let's see what is the correct reported speech version of its statement. So, we have here um, direct speech. Betty said, I want to visit my grandparents this Saturday. So, this is an example of a direct speech. Bakit? Kasi may quotation mark, may comma. Okay? Ito yung original statement ni speaker. So, paano ba natin siya ita-transform into a reported speech? I-relay mo lang yung original statement ni original speaker. Meron tayong choices. Betty said that she wants to visit her grandparents that weekend, or Betty said that she wanted to visit her grandparents that weekend. So we have to remember, when it comes to transforming a direct speech to reported speech, 'di ba? Meron tayong rule na dapat papalitan natin yung ating tense of verb. So dito, ayan yung want. So ang correct natin diyan ay Betty said that she wanted to visit her grandparents that weekend. There is a change of tense. She wanted to visit her grandparents that weekend. So that is the correct form or transformation of the direct speech to reported speech. Kasi napalitan na yung ating tense pagdating na dyan. Okay, let's have another example. I am going to the cinema tonight, Lali declared. So this is a direct speech kasi meron siyang comma, meron siyang open quotation, meron siyang, it is enclosed. The statement is enclosed in quotation marks. 'Di ba? I'm going to the cinema tonight. So, original speaker, original statement, paano gagawing reported speech? Alin sa dalawa dyan? Lali declared she is going to the cinema tonight, or Lali declared that she was going to the cinema tonight. So, let's see kung ano ang inyong answer, if it is correct. The correct answer is Lali declared that she was going to the cinema tonight. So, yun yung correct natin. Kasi nga po pinapalitan. Pagdating sa reported speech, napapalitan yung tense, di ba? Ng verb. Kung mapapansin natin, may dot naman siya dyan. Natanggal na yung comma, tapos nilagyan ng dot. Of course, pinalitan na yung ating tense. Naging she was going to the cinema. So, that is the correct answer. Let's have naman examples. Paano naman natin ita-transform yung isang indirect speech or reported speech, ita-transform naman natin into a direct speech na. Si original speaker na yung nagsasalita. Or example natin dito na reported speech. Dan told me that he had cleaned the backyard the day before. So, ano yung sa tingin yung direct speech dyan? Dan said, I cleaned the backyard yesterday. Dan said, I am cleaning the backyard yesterday. What do you think is the correct direct speech? Okay, kung mapapansin ninyo, parehas silang may comma, parehas silang may quotation mark. So, dito na lang mapapansin ninyo sa tenses ng verb nila kung alin ba dyan yung mas grammatically correct or yung tamang tense of verb sa ating sentence. So, yan. The correct answer for this example is Dan said, I cleaned the backyard yesterday. So, yan. Cleaned the backyard yesterday. So, dito, yan yung pinaka-grammatically correct. Okay? Compared to dito. Okay? I am clean the backyard yesterday. This is the tenses. And the tense na ginamit dito is not correct based on the expression of time na yesterday. Okay? So, yan ang correct. Dan said, I cleaned the backyard yesterday. Let's have another example. Ang ating reported speech ay, Marie said that she was cooking dinner. So sa tingin nyo, alin ba dito ang correct formation or correct transformation ng direct speech? Marie said, I cooked dinner. Or Marie said, I am cooking dinner. Okay, what do you think is the correct answer? So let's see kung ano yung answer ninyo if it is correct. Okay, the correct answer for here is Marie said, I am cooking dinner. Kung mapapansin ninyo, there is a comma here after nung said na verb. 'Di ba? So, yun yung ating rule pagdating sa direct speech, 'di ba? May comma siya, nawawala na yung dot, napapalitan ng comma. And then also, merong quotation mark. And then also, the form of the verb was already transformed. Kasi sabi niya dito that she was cooking dinner. Di ba kapag sinasabi nga natin, napapalitan yung ating tense of verb kapag indirect when it comes to transforming direct or indirect reported speech. So dito, I am cooking dinner. Okay? So pag tinranslate niya yan or tinransform niya yan or sinabi na lang, nangyayari, Marie said that she was cooking dinner. Okay? And then the correct direct speech is Marie said, I am cooking dinner kasi siya yung original speaker. Yan yung kanyang original statement based on the forms or based on the rules that we have discussed a while ago. So, yun lang naman po. Remember, gaya nga ng lagi kong sinasabi, there are clues that and there are formulas and there are rules that you need to follow at tandaan lamang po para hindi tayo magkakamali when it comes to English lessons. Like for example, dito sa ating lesson na direct and reported speech. Meron din siyang rules that you have to remember para hindi kayo magkamali sa pagtransform ng direct speech to reported speech and vice versa. So may clues din naman dyan and then also there are rules that you need to follow. And then if you're good, if naalala nyo naman yan at nagawa nyo naman yan, then you are good in transforming a direct and reported speech and vice versa. Okay, for the modular students that I handle, so you have to do 2 activities sa module din yan. What can I do? What I can do? In page 11. So you have to choose only one. There are choices there also sa module nyo. Pakibasa na lang po. You need to choose only one and do what just like the instruction has said there. Okay po, page 11, what I can do. And also, you have to answer the assessment on page 12, letters only. You have to read carefully every statement on each number para masagutan ninyo and choose also the correct answer on each item. Okay po. So we have also here our references. Our references from our module also, printed module. Also, it is indicated at the back or at the end of your printed module or soft copy. This is the references. The content of this lesson is not mine. Andyan po yung mga original writers and also yung original may authority po doon sa ating content ng lesson for today. Okay, that would be all for today. I just hope that you have learned something para sa ating direct and reported speech lesson for this day. Once again, thank you very much. Let's see each other next week. Thank you. Ingat tayong lahat and God bless. Bye-bye everybody. Thank you.